Hi there, come dine with me.
And hello indeed, from your host, Nathaniel Weisberg, recording this from sunny Southern California. We're going to take you into an entirely different world this evening, the world of Le Papa Hotel in icy London. Enjoy. First up is Jack Hamlin Jones. Working in the non-profit industry, he's used to giving to others. Will this meal add up to his high expectations and his generous heart? Who knows? He's working part-time, so he certainly had a lot of energy to prepare.
Sorry, I always try to
What's going on, Jack?
I was literally going to say
disaster in the kitchen.
Try to do it the same way.
It's good. Basically, I was using too many hobs and ovens, so the
Disaster in the kitchen.
fuse box went, so I had to. So then it was on no heat for a while, so I just jacked it up.
Disaster has struck the household. Despite the copious amounts of grease on Jack Hamlin Jones's face, he managed to burn the kale. Hamish kindly makes him feel better about it. But will it be enough? Is the meal ruined?
I've done that every time I try to cook kale.
Oh my god, this is an absolute disaster.
Whilst the other guests are more than considerate, Jack seeks solace in calling Emma on his new fake earbuds.
How's it going, Jack?
Fucking disaster. It's an absolute. I'll be happy with three
Happy
fours
with a
at this
four,
point.
okay. Presentation was good.
Fucking disaster. I've never done a shit at this in my fucking life. I hate myself.
With the potato party rapidly turning into a pity party, Jack's belligerence quickly makes the evening take a sour turn.
If you really want me to be honest,
What's that down there underneath? What's
yes,
that?
there's some bits of mashed potato that weren't quite mashed.
No, you're ruining the evening. We've had a really nice evening.
Luna, don't ruin the evening.
And you're just not.
No,
and
seriously,
you're not
man.
eating the last bit.
What the hell?
You've got a lot of ketchup there in your plate.
Well, ketchup is the sauce. I did too much.
Luna, just finish the potatoes, mate.
You greedily took the seconds, which I was going to make into
I'll
potato
get back
cakes
if you
for my kids. How can I use that? How can I make potato cakes for my kids
This is really
tomorrow
upsetting you,
morning?
'cause it's really sour in the evening. Wow. It's raw potato poisonous.
Crikey, I think we can all agree that Jack did not come off well there. The question though remains, will the guest take pity or punish him for his absolute ridiculousness?
Hey, so I'm just in a taxi going back from Jack's Come Dine With Me. Had a really nice evening. When I heard he was cooking bangers and mash, I was like, ooh, bit of a safe option, not very adventurous or anything. But actually, when we had it, it was really, really nice. He was a great host and he really looked after us. Presentation, I've never seen anything like it before. It was incredible and it was a lovely meal through and through. A few small issues, I guess, which were, for me at least, which knocked it down a bit sadly, was that the kale, which although there was a lot of preparation that got into it, it was burnt. So like you can't not just pull it down a little bit from that. So he was at a 7, but it pulled it down a bit. And then I felt the conversation, he had a bit of a go at me for not eating potatoes, and I was trying to be polite. And I didn't want to eat the raw potato that was in the mashed potato, which happens, but him having a go at me kind of gave me a negative vibe from that. So while it was an absolutely lovely meal and I would go there again, I'm going to have to give him a 6.5, I'm afraid. And if I'm not allowed to give halves, then that's got to be rounded down to a 6. But let's hope we can give halves. Thank you for a lovely meal.
I enjoyed the meal. I did enjoy the meal. It's an old classic. It's been done many a time, and for that reason, it's a favourite. Or maybe it's an old classic because it's a favourite. Anyway, I like the presentation, and the host was very gracious, if a little angry at one part of his meal getting burnt, which didn't actually cause things to seem like they were missing because it was a good meal without that part anyway. But, that was a mistake. Anyway, it wasn't anything special. But a meal doesn't have to be anything special. I mean, I'd say, yes, for those reasons, I am giving the meal a 7.
The broccoli, the vine, the vegetarian sausages, very inclusive, the gravy. Sensational. Come on. Kale. Burnt to a crisp. Black. Incinerated. The mash. Raw. 6.
And the contestants have spoken. It must be said, after that round of score, Jack's chances of winning are looking a bit thinner than his hairline.
What's this? Oh. Hello there, come dine with me.
Welcome back to Le Papa Hotel. Tonight, it's Ludo Bruce's turn. He's cooking the only meal he knows how. Just like every single thing that comes out of his mouth, it's a roast.
Come in. You start. Oh, whoa! Come dine with me. Hey, how are you? I'm just cooking. It's got a nice. So for starter, we've got this nice. It's quite hot. It's quite hot. Red cabbage for a side, and then we've got the honey roasted potatoes in here, just cooking away. And here we have the beef stew. I hope it will please everyone. Lots of flavour in there.
Dressed in his KKK robe, Ludo gives off an aura of calmness and confidence that I think was lacking from the previous meal. The other guests, however, might have different plans.
Let's see what Ludo is cooking. Looks nice. Would be a shame if someone turned it off.
Look, one big happy dinner.
Do something, guys.
Doesn't it look beautiful, everyone?
Smile.
Smile.
After what looks to have been a resounding success, will the contestants agree?
Hey, I'm just checking in with some thoughts from last night. You know, I think it went well. I really tried hard to make them all have a good time. They were quite demanding at times, but I really thought I catered well to all their needs. And you know, it's not about winning, and it's really about them having a good time. I mean, I am going to win, because look, I win a lot, and you know, I've got my medals on because I am a winner. So I'm obviously going to win this and come top, but it's not about that. But yeah, I thought it went very well, and I don't really see how they're going to top it.
Hi there, come dine with me. Great evening, had a lovely time, the food was really nice. I don't want to say anything in particular could have been better, but I think it would be disingenuous to give it a 10. But it was a great meal, I really enjoyed myself, and the food was excellent. And for that reason, I'm going to give Ludo an 8. Alright, Cabby, 1 Bishop's Avenue, please.
So, had Ludo's meal earlier. It was nice, and he put a lot of effort into it, and I like that. You know, he spent a lot of time on it, and it, you know. But I can't say I enjoyed the stew that much, I'm afraid. I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I don't want to be harsh, but I just didn't float my boat that much. But I really did like the cabbage, roast potatoes. I mean, he bought frozen roast potatoes. You can just make them. It's so easy to make them, and they taste better. It's cheaper. Like what? I don't understand that. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give it a 6. Yeah, a 6. Sorry, Ludo.
Ludo's meal was very mediocre. The potatoes were fine, the gravy was forgettable, and the pie, whilst vegetarian and considerate, was burned on the top. I liked the chilled cups, there was a nice touch. The warmed plates were copied from Jack. It's a 6. And in marking this, I'd like to change the score I gave to Jack. I fucking hate bangers and mash, but Jack's meal did not leave me feeling the same way as Ludo's. I'd like to bump up Jack's score to a 7.
Hold on to your seats, folks, because this is the very epitome of high drama. The surprisingly wealthy Jack Elman Jones has taken a characteristically happy-go-lucky approach, Hamish criticised it for its from concentrate dynamic. Jack Lewis, or as we like to call him, the Ice Cold Killer, has completely eviscerated the confident Ludo's persona. Once the scores have come in, however, it appears to be Ludo who has taken the ever so slightest of leads in front of Jack Emlyn Jones. It appears Ludo is safe from the garden.
Hi, come down with me. Quite busy at the moment. What did you want?
Next up, we've got jet setter Hamish Ray. It appears he's gone for a themed meal this evening, which he really, really, really wants you to know and wants to tell you about.
Oh, hi there. Hello, come dine with me. For this type of menu, it's going to be a video menu. And that's because I need you to imagine yourself somewhere before you actually hear what the menu is. So I can't send it to you in a simple paper format in the way that other contestants have been doing it. So please, imagine yourself on the beach of a Greek island. A beautiful, sunlit, glittering sea laid out in front of you. And then someone approaches and they've got something on a plate and you're so hungry. You've been working all day. You're so hungry. And now it's time to relax. They're carrying with them some beautifully roasted padron peppers. Tangy and salty. Perfect to quench your hunger. And then they come along with a beautiful, slightly steaming hot spanakopita, which is a spinach and feta Greek pie eaten mainly at Easter. And then, just when you think, oh, this pie is delicious, but it's quite heavy, they come out bringing another platter, and it's a delicious salad, which has a fantastic vinaigrette, a very simple, small cherry tomatoes, gem lettuce, you know, just the simples, but with a good olive oil and a good white wine vinegar, delicious dressing. It's just perfect to take away that heavy spanakopita and just cut straight through it with that flavour. So that's the menu for you tonight, everybody. Thank you.
So we've just received Hamish's video menu, which is a bit different, I guess, but my first thoughts would be really like, is this guy a serial killer? Like, there's something deeply, deeply wrong with the way he was talking and being. I feel deeply uncomfortable about this evening now, and I will be taking some kind of alarm or weapon with me to protect myself from this guy. I'm not entirely sure what he said or what was on the menu. I didn't really notice, but his ceiling of his house is absolutely horrible. I bet he has damp.
Although it is hard to imagine Ludo needing an alarm considering the pitch of his own voice, clearly the guests are unsettled.
Yeah, just putting the cheddar into the spanakopita mix just now. Yeah, it's all going pretty well. I think I'm ahead of schedule, actually. The only difficult part so far has been getting the ingredients. I had to go to 3 different shops and it probably took me about 2 hours. Even though they're very simple ingredients, we just live in a shitty area for shops.
Hamish makes a point to only use locally sourced ingredients for all of his Greek meals. What a gentleman.
Exciting part, I'm actually putting the phyllo pastry onto the pan here. Yeah, nice and close up, yeah. So putting all of this phyllo pastry one by one onto the pan. It's a painstaking process because it's very fragile.
Oh, that's insane.
Over dinner, the guests quickly appear to be establishing a close rapport.
Oh, like North Face.
So if you were going to buy climbing gear, where would you get it from?
North Face do actually make good climbing gear. They just have a heavy marketing campaign and they also are on the streets occasionally as well.
I did a marketing essay at uni on North Face as brand.
How did you do?
Too well.
Very good, good lad.
You did marketing at uni?
I did marketing. I got a marketing background, I guess.
You did a marketing course at uni?
Yeah.
What year?
2014 to 15.
There it is, folks. Someone finally got Jack Lewis to crack a smile. Let's see if that icy demeanour similarly softens when he gives his scores.
Oh, hi there, come down with me. Yes, so Hamish's meal. I love the salad. The Pedro and peppers were good. But I don't know if I'm that keen on spanakopita. It was a great meal, well done, as good as spanakopita can go. But there is a ceiling, for me at least. Just not to my taste. I liked it, but I can't give it more than a 7.
So, just trying to collect my thoughts after the meal with Hamish. Was a bit put off by the menu to start off with, and went in, and the table, I guess, wasn't really laid. There wasn't really decoration. It didn't seem like a lot of planning had gone into it. However, when the meal came out and I tasted it, I have to say it was very, very good, and it was one of the nicest things I've eaten in a long time. I think it's quite easy to say I thought it tasted a lot better than my meal and was better than mine, which says a lot. So, and the conversation was great, the company was great, no one attacked me, so I'm going to have to give this an 8.
Did Hamish make padron peppers? Yes. Was it basically a starter? Yes. Am I going to mark it all down for that? No. How did it leave me feeling? Sensational. It's a 9.
And there it is. We've got our first 9 of the evening. Hamish must have put something extra spicy in those Padron peppers to be getting that score. Congratulations. He's officially safe from the garden. We gave the contestants a few days to digest before going into the final round. Jack Lewis's meal comes at a time when everything is yet to play for. Jack Emden Jones currently in last place.
Hello, come dine with me. It's been nearly 24 hours since I ate Jack Lewis's meal, which was the last meal in the competition. It was delicious. It was a good meal. I enjoyed the bigging up of the meal beforehand, maybe a week beforehand. He really sort of built up to it. He left a gap of a few days between his and ours, which is because of his work, which is fine. He added a drink to it called Ting, which I'd never tried before, and I really liked. And the other said it was against the rules, but I actually like a little bit of rule breaking. I think it's cool. I like the little touch. The food was delicious, all of it. Good roast potatoes. I don't normally like coleslaw. He made good coleslaw, went really well with the chicken, kind of soothed the spice. The spice was really good. I was leaving my vote because sometimes when you eat a really spicy meal, the next day, really not nice coming out the other end. But Jack's meal, normal poo, perfect, normal, no spicy butthole, really good, really good. So I'm going to give it a high score. I mean, I was going to give it an 8, but I was thinking, why would it not get a 9? I did really like it. Yeah, it was very good food. So I think, I don't know what would stop it being a 9. It's only just that I feel a bit harsh for the other meals. I won't give it. I'll give it an 8. Give it an 8.
Oh, hi, come down with me. You scared the shit out of me there. Oh, how was Jack's meal, you ask? I friggin' loved it. The only thing wrong with that meal was there wasn't enough, which was something wrong with it. For that reason, I'm going to give him an 8.5.
Hey, just in the taxi back, on the way back from Jack's dinner, it was nice actually. I've never really seen him cook anything that good before, so I was a bit apprehensive. No menu was sent out, which is a bit weird. And then when we got there wasn't really any entertainment or anything going on. Table wasn't laid. It was all a bit chaotic. But when the food came out, it was really good, and I had a good time. The chicken was cooked very well, and the company was great. There weren't any special touches. Like, he didn't heat the plates or cool the glasses, but Still had a good time with good food. So for that, I'm going to give 7.
And it appears that there we have it. A very solid round of scores for Jack Lewis at the end, and you can't say that he didn't deserve it. I mean, that puts Jack firmly in second place. We have Hamish with the spanakopita in first, Ludo with the roast in third, and bringing up the rear in the garden suite, Jack Emlyn Jones. Rapum pum 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 rapum rapum pum 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 rapum rapum pum pum. We are now receiving breaking news from the Come Dine With Me Rules Commission. There has been an inquiry pending into a rule change. Can you or can you not change a mark after the fact? We are pleased to announce that the Commission has declared you can, you may. The implications of this are yet to be seen. Needless to say, these are stunning new revelations. We've already got the team working on them in the back, and we're pulling up the footage of exactly what Jack Lewis said. We go to that now.
And in marking this, I'd like to change the score I gave to Jack. I fucking hate bangers and mash, but Jack's meal did not leave me feeling the same way as Ludo's. I'd like to bump up Jack's score to a 7.
Implications of this will now be It can now be revealed that the loser of Come Dine With Me is Ludo Bruceth. He's in the garden,